How would you run a campaign that features 70 players you've never met, with a story you've created, and a cash prize at the end for the survivors? Our campaign started with 70 players. Stage 1 featured 4 separate sessions running the same scenario, the shipwreck. Now, I had never run a game this big before, but here are 6 things I learned that perhaps you can apply to your games. Number 1, spotlight. This is very tricky with large and extra large groups. Giving everyone a moment to shine is important. Characters are near and dear to every player. It's our job as GMs to give people an opportunity to share their story. Whether they shine or not is up to them. Number 2, time. The game is going to be much slower than the typical home games players are used to. The time between turns is much longer because of a much larger group. This becomes a balancing act of keeping an upbeat tempo, but allowing everyone their moment in the spotlight. To break up the monotony of those moments, I suggest comedy and a red mohawk. Number 3, direction. Your story has a beginning and an end with several possible paths in between. The characters will fill in the details if you just lead them in the right direction. Dungeons & Dragons, or any other role-playing game, is all about immersing your players in the story, and as a GM, your job is to guide them as much as possible, but with the freedom to make their own choices. Keep them on track, but if someone decides they have a horse, let it ride, let it roll. We had a horse, and a donkey, and trust me, the payoff was amazing. Number 4, patience. Not everyone will agree on in-game calls or rules decisions. People are going to get mad, frustrated at you.
Not today, you cheeky.
Some may hate your guts. Just remember, they'll forgive you, because they have no choice. You're the GM. If players can see that you're trying to be fair and just doing your best, they'll accept it. But then you'll still get hate mail, months later. I'm not upset, I promise.
It feels so stupid. You rolled a 1. I didn't roll the 1, you rolled the 1.
5, flexibility. Players will always surprise you. The possibilities are endless, and so is the potential for clever solutions to complicated problems. Beware of players looking for loopholes in the rules. I promise you, they will find them. Damn horse. And number 6, preparation. This is the most important lesson I learned. The more you understand the rules and can explain to players how the rules work, the more they'll trust your judgment. The more you know about your world and the story you've created, the easier it will be to pivot when the players inevitably come up with the most ridiculous of ideas.
Can I tell my crab to drag me ashore?
Your crab? What was the name of the crab?
Brachyura. He's my god.
I promise, the pivots are going to be some of the most memorable moments.
I'm shoving the elf out.
Being a game master is a tough job. Running a game that features 70 people with money on the line made it even more difficult. But it was a ton of fun. Have any more questions? Drop us some comments below. Hate my red mohawk, or think that you have some great suggestions for us? Drop us some comments below. Or heck, you can join our Discord if you want to attack me personally. But if you want to see how I ran this campaign, check out episode 1 right here. Welcome to Die Inspired.